This right here is a little mini project I'm very proud of. This is a CE Electronics, also known as generic position indicator. And I'm sure you've seen this indicator or a very similar indicator on an elevator before. That's because this is the most common position indicator you will see on an elevator. I recently acquired one of these and decided to wire it up. The wiring is very easy. It runs on a roll switch here. I'll shut it off, show you the boot sequence. There. And it just runs through the floors. Now this came with a microcom, and you need a microcom to run these. And the microcom, the chip that came with it was pre-programmed. Yes, they come pre-programmed. Floors 1 through 7, which works just fine for a single-digit display like this. And there's no wires going to the inputs right now. So what it's simply doing is it's running on the test mode, the self-test. I can actually shut this off, and I have this little screwdriver right here for the dip switches in the back. So let's turn this thing around back. I'll show you some of the demonstration modes of this. So first off, there's the little floor passing chime board, which would usually beep for each passing floor, but isn't for some reason. If you look very closely behind this chime board, there are 7 dip switches here. This first one at the bottom, sorry if the camera won't focus. The first dip switch is the demo mode. And if we shut this off, you'll see the indicator now flashes 1. It's actually supposed to flash F1, as this is essentially the fire service mode. There is a way to disable this when it's idle, but I kind of just like leaving it idle. So it's ready for an input right now, but there is nothing to input it to. That's my dinner bell. Right back here, these are the little floor inputs. But unfortunately, it does absolutely nothing, as I don't have any wiring. Now let's take a look at the chime board. This is the infamous generic floor passing chime off CE Electronics display. And I'll demonstrate this to you in a second. Alright, it's time to demonstrate the floor passing chime module. I figured out why I wasn't chiming. It's because the prongs are misaligned. So you plug this in. It's gonna reboot. As you can hear, the floor passing chime works just as it should. Beeps when it passes the floor. It also beeps when the arrow switches from up to down, but for some reason not when it switches down to up. This is the official CE Electronics floor passing beep. This is not an aftermarket part. This is the official CE Electronics floor passing chime. Now this beeper is actually, it's really cool. This is adjustable. See these 2 potentiometers? The first one on the left is actually the volume control. Which also changed the pitch of it a little. That sounds a little more like the generic version. Let's lower this back down for the sake of the video. That's way too loud. Now, the second potentiometer, as you can see, is actually the duration. We'll make it a little longer. Let's make it even longer. And that's maximum length. It can't even keep up. So that's the forward passing module. So we'll disconnect this. It's just simple, you just unplug this. And it doesn't beep no more. Now, one thing I'm going to demonstrate is, first of all, you see these 8 dip switches. I can only use 2 of them. Dip switch 1 is the test mode. I'll shut that off. Dip switch 2 is rapid test mode. And this is way too fast for display purposes. Just take a look. That's the rapid test mode. That is way too quick. The forward passing chime, if it was plugged in, it doesn't even keep up on the shortest duration. It's crazy. Just gonna wiggle that out. So we'll shut this off, and I will put it back on regular test mode. And there you have it. The single-digit CE Electronics ACME indicator. This is the panel that covers up all the guts behind it. And the reason it's in a box is because this thing takes 110 volts, and I don't want to get killed. However, back there, it's 16 volts. Because it has a step-down transformer. Anyway, that is my CE Electronics position indicator. Hope you enjoyed the video, and that'll be it.